Welcome to Automate Your Agency. Every week, we bring you expert insights, practical tips, and success stories that will help you streamline your business operations and boost your growth. Let's get started on your journey to more efficient and scalable operations.
So, Elaine, if you go on YouTube, all you see right now is Nano Banana, which
I've been on YouTube and I'm not getting Nano Banana. I'm getting all the
you're
comedians.
not getting Nano Banana'd?
No, I'm getting all the comedians like Theo Vaughn that I like.
Okay. Well, your algorithm and my algorithm is clearly different. So if you're
I like
listening
to
to this
laugh
and you
and have fun.
okay, I mean, hey, we all use YouTube for different things, so I understand that. But if you are searching for AI stuff on YouTube, you've probably seen thumbnails or videos on Nano Banana. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about that today because we've been using it. And honestly, it's one of my new favorite AI things that are out there right now.
And we're using it in different ways so we can talk about it and how we like to use
That's
it individually.
right. Each individually. Who wants to go first? Should we podcast arm wrestle?
Yeah.
Okay,
How do you do
you
that?
win. I don't know. I'll just let you go first.
Okay.
That's too technically complicated for this episode.
And
So
so
real
I
quick, before you go further, we
yeah.
should probably explain what Nano Banana is.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
All right. So I'll start. You add from your perspective. It's made by Google. So you can go to Google's AI Studio. You can use it for free. And it's an combination of AI image generation and AI image editing. So you can give it a couple photos and ask it to combine them, or you can give it one photo and ask it to edit it and change it, remove the background, different things like that, that you would normally have to go into Canva or Photoshop and do a lot of manual work on.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also just give it a prompt and it'll generate an image. Now, what's different about this is it's super fast. We're
It is
talking really fast for generating high quality, super impressive images. People aren't missing fingers and stuff like that. But when it comes to image editing, so now that was my quick explanation. Elaine, you're already working on the first example, so
Well,
get that.
Micah, you said something really important that I made the mistake on early on that I want to make sure that we clarify. Don't go to Nano Banana and create an account. That is what
It's fun
I
to
did.
say. Oh yeah, there is. That's absolutely right. There's like a squatter. I don't know. There's like it's not Google.
Yeah, so don't do that. And I'm like, Micah, how are you even using this? Like it's telling me I have to pay for it and I was in the wrong place. So make sure you go to the Google Studio AI that is
Google
where you
AI
play around
Studio.
with Nano Banana. What's that?
Yes. It's the Google AI Studio. So
Okay,
just search
Google
Google
AI
AI
Studio.
Studio and it won't say Nano Banana. Just go to the AI Studio, type in your prompt and ask it to make images and it'll make it in a few seconds.
Yes. All right. So now that we dug into that a bit more, so how I've been using it is I've got all these great speaking photos of me at a speaking engagement, but most of them I'm making a stupid face. I'm halfway in the middle of a word or blinking. And so they're unusable, but I need to have photos of me speaking. So I've been uploading them and saying, can you change the woman's face to look like she's speaking, but not catching her in the middle of a word? And it is dynamite. I even asked it to iron my dress because it was
And it
wrinkled
worked.
in one of the photos and it worked. Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish that worked in real life. Like you just
I know.
pull a shirt out and be like, I just want everybody to see this ironed and in a few seconds it's done. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and you mentioned when you were explaining what Nano Banana is, that you could ask it to merge two photos together. So I've done that as well, where I really liked the capture of like the screen on the right-hand side of me speaking, but maybe in the photo that I like me in didn't have that. So I say, hey, will you add this screen to the photo with the woman speaking? And it does a great job.
Yeah. You showed me some of those examples the other day and it's phenomenal. I'm
Hmm.
pretty familiar with what you look like and I wouldn't be able to tell a difference in some of
Yeah.
them for sure.
All right. So what's a way that you've been using it? Because it's been fun to see the things you've created too.
Yeah. So one of the things that Nano Banana stands out compared to other AI image generation tools is that it's better at text. So it can write words and get a lot of them right. Now, if it's a complex image that has a ton of words on it, it does get some of them wrong. So there's still that issue. But rather than it just creating the generic AI looking images, which most of these are not, it can also create diagrams. It can create illustrations. So at first, I'm like, wow, we generate a lot of content and we have to build stuff. I need a visual to go with that.
Mhm.
And so I had it start creating like infographic style illustrations that I would then be able to use as a basis and almost like a background. And then I'd go in and do some manual editing to get it to the point where I want, add the text and everything like that. And that was the start of it. And that's super cool because I get a very unique background starting diagram that I can use for content or a post and then customize it from there.
Mhm.
Now I've taken it a couple steps further. So we thought Google AI Studio was difficult to explain. There's a website called Hailuo, but the actual domain, hold on, I got to look it up because I can't even remember. Thankfully, it's saved in my browser. It's Hailuo. So that's high low, but it's HAILUO AI.video.
How
So
did they ever get anybody to that
Ooh.
website?
You can start Googling HAILU, something close like that, and do AI video, and you'll find it. High low video or high low AI dot video. See, I can't even say, I don't know. But
We'll link
this is
to it.
cool. Yeah. There's another software out there, a website out there called Kling, KLING. A lot easier to say, but I've had a lot of luck with this high low. And the way that it works is you optionally upload a starting image and you upload an ending image. What this means is you can have Nano Banana create a starting image and an ending image, and then you prompt high low with what you want it to animate in between. So, for example, you could have a blank diagram and a populated diagram and ask it to animate the stuff being created in that diagram. Now, it still struggles with words a little bit, but if you take the words out, you all of a sudden have an animation that you can leverage for a diagram and then go into like Final Cut or Premiere Pro and throw words on top of it after that animation has been created. It's amazing.
So I'm
What
gonna
I'm
have to
doing with
try that in Canva. Like, you can upload a movie in Canva, and I'm gonna try it because I'm not a Final Cut user. That gets out of my realm, but I'm a super Canva user, so I'll try that.
I mean, report back. I'd love to like that would be
You know
awesome.
what,
So
Micah?
you're
I
saying
will.
you could put it in Canva as the background of a video and then put your text on top of it.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
you're going to
thinking, and
try?
time the text.
I bet that works. I bet you that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, so we can leverage, you know, photorealistic Nano Banana, whether it's illustrations, diagrams, or photos. And recently, like I'm creating a piece of content right now that's talking about how it makes sense to not compare AI agents to like traditional automation. And the real question you should be asking is, well, how do I combine all these technologies? How do I combine traditional automation? How do I combine code? And how do I combine AI agents to build the strongest systems you can? Anyway, different episode for that. But I'm working on the content right now. And as I'm going through this in the beginning, I'm talking about how a lot of us as founders become bottlenecks and we're the central point of all these questions. And I'm watching this video play back as I'm editing some of this. And I'm going, I need a visual of this. So I go to Nano Banana and I go, hey, give me a visual of like a female founder who's getting asked a lot of questions by their team or some prompt like that. And it spits back this amazing image of like this woman with her hands like this. And it came up with the idea to put a thought balloon with like a vacation illustrate, like a palm tree ocean illustration in the thought bubble.
Oh, cool. So she
And I'm
wants to be
like,
somewhere else.
yeah, exactly. And as a still image, my first thought was like, okay, I'll just throw that as a quick clip over me speaking. So it's like a nice quick clip to an image. And
Mhm.
then I remembered high low. And so in this case, I didn't put a start image. I only put an ending image. And I asked it to bring this image to life, that the woman in the middle is getting asked all these questions by the people around her. That was the entire prompt, not paragraphs of instruction or anything like that. Just bring it to life. Here's the situation. It knocked it out of the park on the first try. And then now I have a 6-second clip that I can drop in that visually represents what I'm talking about in the video.
That's really cool. I haven't done Hailuo yet. Are you on a free version or a paid version?
I think I'm still on like the free trial.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video and I wasn't sure how you did it. So that I figured you used Nano Banana as the image generator, but I
Starting
wasn't sure
point.
how you were getting the video part of it.
Yeah. So that's Hailuo. So combining those two technologies, you can do some really amazing things. Yeah, it's AI generated, but for stuff like this, I don't know. There's speaking of YouTube, there's a um insanely popular channel called the Y Files, which is kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I'd describe it. It's
Conspiracy
like
theory,
conspiracy theory, but like
myth
then he kind of
busting.
disproves it at the end. And he drops in these AI clips. Now there's millions and millions of viewers. And I think, the opposite side of this is, do we build huge photo shoots? No, that doesn't make any sense. We'd have to charge a ton for all this content that we're creating just to produce something like that. Do we just have stock clips? Well, that's boring. Do we have stock images? That's boring. Do we just show my face? Well, then it's like watching this podcast. You don't want to keep watching that. You want to spice it up a little bit. So I think the ability for us to use these tools as storytelling elements of us being able to get our points across in an educational manner is just absolutely incredible. And I'm really excited about the possibilities of this.
Yeah, I am too. Even just how I'm using it, just something so simple to be able to actually have usable photos. And Micah, you mentioned something a few seconds ago that I wanted to reiterate is these aren't stellar prompts that you have to use.
Thank
Like,
you.
yeah, I'm using like fragmented sentences, like not even like you don't have to come up with a 4-part prompt. Like just chat with it. And you can re-chat with it too. Like, I don't like the way that you did that. Can you put her back on the stage? Things like that. And it's just like you would in ChatGPT, where you could have that conversation like, can you edit this? Can you do this? And you're just having really short prompts to edit things.
Yeah, don't overthink it. 100% agree with that. All right. So to summarize everything, check out Google AI Studio. The technology is called Nano Banana. It's not going to say Nano Banana on it. If it does, you're in the wrong place. Just start prompting, have it make you some images, have it edit some images, try out what's capable. You might find some really great shortcuts. And check out, I'm going to try to get this right, hailuoai.video. Hailuo, again, is spelled HAILOUAI.video. We'll put that in the description of this podcast as well. There is no pop quiz. And those two tools alone can really open up some creativity and some opportunity for being able to create stuff that you probably couldn't a few months ago.